Hello, my name is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I am the Spiritual Director of Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. We believe there is value in spiritual practice. That is why we developed the Prayerful Heart app, so that we can support people all around the world in prayer. Today is International Day of Peace, and we're partnering with the United Nations, ministers, and prayer practitioners to shape and anchor peace in the world through affirmative prayer. There is an African proverb that says, "It takes a village to raise a child." In other words, it takes a village to shape the qualities of peace, hope, love, and humanity into a child. We're all children of God, and it takes our efforts together. That is why over the next 12 hours, you will experience 12 life-affirming prayers from a team of people who have dedicated their lives to knowing the truth about humanity. They will share themes and perspectives on peace that will shape our collective understanding and practice of peace. We're inviting you to take time and join us for a short prayer and then proceed into your daily activities. Please share these prayers with your friends and your family. We will start with Jim Thompson, who is a prayer practitioner with Spiritual Enlightenment and Truth Focus Ministry. He is also the curator of the Prayerful Heart app. Let's join him as he offers a prayer on Ahisma, causing no harm to no living thing.
Hello everyone, my name is Jim Thompson and I am a practitioner here with Spiritual Enlightenment Truth Focus Ministry. I've been a practitioner with Centers for Spiritual Living for 15 years, and I have run the gamut of churches in the state of California. I'm currently living in Las Vegas, Nevada, but I am associated with the Spiritual Enlightenment Truth Focus Ministries based out of California. Today, I have the wonderful opportunity to share with you the idea of Ahimsa. Ahimsa is one of the cardinal virtues of Jainism, where it is first of the Pancha Mahabharata. It is also the first of 5 precepts of Buddhism. Ahimsa is a multidimensional concept inspired by the premise that all living beings have the spark of the divine spiritual energy. Therefore, to hurt another being is to hurt oneself. Ahisma has also been related to the notion that any violence has karmic consequences. Part of the definition from Hinduism is Ahimsa is the highest dharma. Ahimsa is the highest self-control. Ahimsa is the greatest gift. Ahimsa is the best practice. Ahimsa is the best sacrifice. Ahimsa is the finest strength. Ahimsa is the greatest friend. Ahimsa is the greatest happiness. And Ahimsa is the highest truth. And Ahimsa is the greatest teaching. I found it interesting while researching this, however, as it relates to violence and war. And in particular, war, I found this interesting. The precepts of Ahimsa under Hinduism require that war be avoided with sincere and truthful dialogue. Force must be the last resort. If war becomes necessary, its cause must be just, its purpose virtuous, its objective to restrain the wicked, its aim peace, its method lawful. War can only be started and stopped by a legitimate authority. Weapons used shall be proportionate to the opponent, and the aim of war not indiscriminate tools of destruction. All strategies and weapons used in war must be to defeat the opponent, not designed to cause misery to the opponent. For example, the use of arrows is allowed, but use of arrows smeared with painful poison is not. Warriors must use judgment in the battlefield. Cruelty to the opponent during war is forbidden. Wounded, unarmed opponent warriors must not be attacked or killed. They must be brought to your realm and given medical treatment. Children and women and civilians must not be injured while the war is in progress. Sincere dialogue for peace must continue. And ahimsa is not meant to imply pacifism. I find it very fascinating, especially in this day and age when that subject matter, I believe, is at the forefront. So today I offer this prayer of ahimsa. And if you'll join with me. And so in that sacred space, I recognize the divine love, one perfect wholeness, perfect peace, perfect joy, perfect ahimsa. And I know this peace and joy as God, as Spirit. As I allow this divine essence to emanate and permeate every part of my being, I allow peace to be at the very center of my being. I allow joy to radiate through every thought, word, and activity. I know that the divine is at the very center of my being, and that the epicenter of ahimsa is exactly that. Joyful, loving, peaceful, compassionate, and wise. And I know that as we move forward in our paths, and in my path, I create a consciousness of ahimsa. Knowing the love, the joy, the peace, the wisdom, the tranquility, the grace of the divine as it radiates in and through and as every thought, every word, and every activity. And as I allow this divine idea of to hurt no thing, no one, I recognize that the world today is in deep need of ahimsa. I know that as that divine idea of ahimsa is at the very center of my being, I know it is true for each and every person within the sound of my voice. That as we move through our life, we do create a space of peace, of love, of joy, of compassion, of wisdom. And that we allow that divine love to radiate everywhere, in every part of our life, in every facet of our being, in every pore of our body. I know that at the very center of the universe, there is that divine idea, that divine blueprint of perfection, a perfect wholeness, perfect peace, perfect love, perfect joy. And I allow this peace to radiate at the very center of my being outward into my world, into everyone I come into contact with, into every situation to which I am involved. And it is in this space of love and joy and peace that I simply give thanks, knowing that this is the truth, not only for myself, but for each person who hears this prayer. And in love and gratitude, I simply release these words into the divine law, knowing that they do not return into me void, but are even now manifesting fully within each and every one of us, within our universe, within our world, within our city, and right at the very center of ourselves. I know that ahimsa is God, is peace, is love. I let go, I let God, and I let it be, and so it is. Namaste.